what's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and Merry Christmas Eve to you all. So this is just a random layout. It's not a kit, it's not a grab five, it's just scrapping because I can. Now, I filmed this about a month ago when I'd just gotten my new ATG from beautiful Emma, and I struggle with it throughout this video because it's the first layout that I've made with it. So please ignore my struggles. So these are two photos of Aaron and I when we went to Sydney, and there's a Project Life video next Wednesday of this same day. So I'm just matting them on some vellum and cutting them out. Now, the thing that I love about this layout is that it's extremely busy. You know what I'm like. It's quite a busy layout, this one. So be prepared for not much white space. But I thought I'd try a multiple photo layout because a lot of you ladies ask for them. And although I don't do them very often, I don't mind them. They're just not what my go-to is. So I thought I'd challenge myself a little bit. So the papers are all from... They are from a Studio Calico kit, which I did open, and I had them all chunked together, but I'm not using any bits from the kit. So they're just some older papers, and you can tell I'm doing a lot of thinking here. Over here, over there, where's the photos going to go? Who knows? And I decided to go for one of my go-to techniques, which is paper strips. I freaking love paper strips. Now, it did break my heart slightly to cut into this paper because it's a beautiful map print, and I love good map print. I've always been obsessed with maps. I feel like I've talked about this in a previous video someday. But when I was younger, I would draw like maps of streets, and I just love them. And Aaron once bought me a art book that was full of maps because why not? I love maps. So it did break my heart a little bit to chop into it. Is there a paper that you have in your stash that you just cannot bring yourself to chop into? My challenge for you is tell me about it in the comments down below, but also make a project using it. I challenge you. That's your Christmas challenge. So I'm just cutting some random size strips here. No measuring, just choppity chop. Because who's got time to measure all the things? I don't. Just chop and get creating. That's my philosophy in life. So I think this is where I fight with the ATG a lot in a moment, maybe. Perhaps. And I decided to put the coloured photo on top and the black and white one on the bottom for no particular reason other than I liked the look of it. So I'm just sticking all of these down now, and I had just got, this was just after I did my haul videos of the new things that I got. So I just got the Gather chipboard piece from Crepe Paper, and I knew I wanted to use some of that too. Oh, fail. But I hooked it back up and it was all good. So I've now got the hang of my ATG, but I'm calling it my Attiga. If you were on the stream last week, you would have heard that. So it's my Attiga, because being a primary school teacher, I like to sound everything out, and Attiga just makes more funny sense to me. So I'm adding some Attiga to this piece. This is my big chunky piece. And I decided to go for a bigger piece here just to kind of ground the rest of them a little bit. Yeah, I just liked a fatter bit on the end there. So it's Christmas Eve. It's actually not. It's now Christmas Eve while I'm recording this, but it's going up tomorrow. So it's Christmas Eve, and it's very exciting. It doesn't matter how old I am. I still get the jitters on Christmas Eve and the excitement. Is anyone else like that? Does anyone else still feel the magic of Christmas? And then next year's super exciting because Santa will come to visit little baby Toomey. So lots of Christmas cheer in the Toomey house. So I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you're up to for Christmas Day. We are doing... I'm just adding some fun foam here, by the way, just to pop up one of the photos. We are doing Christmas breakfast with Aaron's mum and brothers, Christmas morning tea with his stepdad and brothers, and then Christmas lunch with my mum and dad and Nana, and then Boxing Day morning tea with Aaron's dad and family. And then Boxing Day, drinks and nibbles in the afternoon for my dad's birthday. So we've got a very jam-packed 2 days. We usually do Christmas Eve things as well, but I've cancelled those this year because Mama needs her rest so that she can survive Christmas Day without falling asleep in the middle of a meal. So let me know in the comments below what you're up to. I'm really looking forward to next year because I think we're going to stay home for the first time in a long, long time. Well, it's the first time definitely in the 10 years Aaron and I have been together that we'll be staying home. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So I'm just adding some lots and lots of double-sided tape. I found that the Attiga didn't really work on the foam as well because it's different surfaces. So I will continue just to use double-sided tape for that. And you know what? This layout wasn't busy enough, so I just added a freaking doily because when in doubt, just add a freaking doily and life will be better. That should be on a shirt. So adding the doily, and I also found that Attiga does not like doilies. No, it doesn't. It likes to rip doilies. So that's a little tip. If you're using your ATG adhesive gun, don't use it on doilies. Nope, doesn't like it. So adding some tape and taping that down, and then you can see right now over on that left hand side, it's just asking for an embellishment cluster, isn't it? It's just begging for it. So I decided to use that little blue man silhouette because it matches perfectly with Aaron's shirt, and that's all I knew. So I'm just going through, and this is the Crepe Paper Gather ephemera pack, and I have an issue with it. The ephemera pieces are so big, like really, really large. I want crepe paper to bring back the days of open book where there were little bits and pieces, lots and lots of little pieces. We'd rather, I don't know about you, but I would rather smaller embellishments and more of them than the big ones. It's probably more cost effective to do the big ones, but I want little bitty embellishments. Yes, that's what I do. Adding some twine, and someone asked in a previous video where I get my twine from. I just get it off eBay, but there's different thicknesses, so just be careful because there are different thicknesses. When I said left before, I meant right. Measurement's not one of my fortes at the moment. And that little piece of ephemera says something cute, but I can't see it on my little tiny screen right now. Adding that too because there's two of us. And then I'm trying to work out what's under my thing. It was making a bump. Adding a bit of extra glue to the chipboard because chipboard and I are not friends. Just like the doily and the Attiga are not friends. We don't all have to be friends in scrapbooking, but we just have to learn how to live harmoniously together. And the way that I live harmoniously with chipboard is to smother it in extra glue. Adding this little beautiful gold leaf that I got in a citrus twist little random pack of bits and bobs. If anyone knows a really nice die that, like die cut metal die thing, that does a nice leaf pattern, let me know because there was one by Crepe Paper ages ago and I tried to order it and it was out of stock everywhere. But if you know of a nice leaf pattern like that, just like that, let me know because I'd love to get my hands on one. Adding some more glue and some cork pieces because it's quite a boyish kind of layout, this one with the blues and the boy that's in the photo, and adding some tiny little stars which are really cute. I just love tiny embellishments. Is anyone else with me? Give me all the tiny little embellishments and let me cluster them in giant clusters. That makes me happy. So I'm adding, what am I adding now? Some more tiny embellishments. It's a little wood veneer piece. All sorts of bits and pieces. So I just wanted to ask, because I've been thinking about something. What's your opinion on New Year's resolutions? Because I don't make them because I never keep them. But I'm making one this year, just one. I want to have more organized time. So that means it's a combination of saying no to things, which I'm terribly bad at because I like to please people. I want to be more organized just with what I do day to day. And yeah, so I think that's my New Year's resolution, to have more organized time before, especially before baby Timmy arrives. These, they're not thickers, these alphabet stickers are from Studio Calico, and the thing that bothered me, which is so silly, the U was really wide and the S was really narrow, and it just, there was only 2 letters and it stood out. It really, really stood out. And I couldn't do it, so I changed the title to Hey You. But let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on New Year's resolutions? There's a few things to let me know in the comments below today. What are you doing for Christmas? Do you have a piece of paper that you cannot cut into? And thoughts on New Year's resolutions? Hit me up in the comments down below. So I'm adding some extra glue here because it's chipboard, and we know how I feel about chipboard. And they are sticky, but they're not. They're just pretending. Just faking it. Aren't we all, though? Adding some glue here, and the title on camera does blend in a little bit, but in real life it's very gold and you can really see it. So this layout was actually the first one that I created on my new camera, which is exciting. Now, over the next, I have about 20 videos recorded that I'm trying to edit today. I'm trying to make a goal of editing 8 today. I'm editing all day long. But there's only a few on the new camera. So you might see the quality change between, so this is on the new camera, and then Wednesday's one next week is on the old camera. So let me know what you think of the crispness. I think I can really tell the difference. But let me know what you think. Adding some of those adorable little puffy heart people face sticker things. And some tiny words because it doesn't have enough embellishments. Said no one ever. And then I think about the pink and the blue, but they just don't go. More stuff. Let's add some more enamel dots and some journaling. And some more things. And even more things. Because this layout doesn't have enough. I really do like it though. It's just my style to add lots and lots of embellishments and things. But yes, almost done. So I really do wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and thank you for everyone who tuned in on the Inkie Quill scrap stream this week that was on. I'm hoping to have another one mid-Jan. I've just got to check my dates for a few family things that are on, and I'll do it on a Sunday Australian time, which will be Saturday a lot of other people's time. So I'll stay tuned for the details. I'll post them on Instagram and on Scrapaholics Anonymous and my Facebook page to let you know the dates for that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. YouTube's been doing some crazy things. It's been logging people out and all sorts of shenanigans. So a like really does help me at the moment. So I'll see you next time. Bye. Merry Christmas.